Hello, viewers, and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Bamidele Akinbo. Today we'll be looking at motivational leadership. And in this presentation, I'll cover briefly the motivation theories available, how we can motivate members of an organization as leaders, and what I do particularly to um, motivate my colleagues. For this presentation, I'll be relying heavily on this book by Owen and Kaplan titled Leadership and Organizational Behavior in Education Theory into Practice. And I will be supporting their views with the views of Luhmann's principles of management. So, straight off, what is motivation? Motivation basically is what drives an individual to work towards achieving a particular goal or an outcome. It is very relevant in all spheres of life, even at our homes, in our society, and our workplaces. Um, Motivation is basically divided into two types, and these two types or two factors basically form the foundation of all the theories. One is extrinsic factors. Uh, some individuals are motivated by external factors, such as the reward they get at the end of behaving in a certain way. For example, the salaries we earn at the end of the month, the bonus we get for working above and beyond, um, the recognition or certificate we get at the end of a program. For example, pursuing my doctorate degree at the end of the day, I will have the right to use the title of a doctor. That is an external, extrinsic motivational factor for me. Intrinsic factor, which is the second one, is that motivation um, that is driven by a desire to satisfy certain human needs. For example, I'm a conscientious educator. I'm very passionate about my job. I facilitate workshops for my colleagues because I derive a lot of internal pleasure from doing that. That's an example of intrinsic motivational factor. It's very common that we see situations where individuals are motivated by both factors, as intrinsic and extrinsic um, motivational factor. But for an effective leadership, it's very, very important for the leadership to know, to identify and know how to motivate the employees. There are many motivation theories out there, like Maslow's hierarchy of needs and Herzberg two-factor theory. For this presentation, due to the timing, I'll quickly talk about Maslow's hierarchy of needs. As the name implied, it is it is arranged in five steps in the order of importance. The lowest one is the physiological needs. For example, when we're hungry, we want to eat. When we're thirsty, we want to drink water. When we're exhausted, we want to hit our bed and sleep. Right after we meet this need is the safety needs, like freedom, protection from harm, and then experiencing no pain. Once we meet this need, we go to the next need up the ladder there, which is the social needs. We start wanting to be loved. We want to go into a relationship. We want to engage in social activities. Right after we're able to meet this need, then we go to the level of esteem needs, where we talk about self-confidence, self-esteem, recognition and appreciation for who we are and our contribution. And then at the top level there, topmost level, is self-actualization. That is becoming the very best of what we can be. How can we positively use motivation to really push our colleagues to get to meet our target objectives. We can do this through reward. Like I mentioned earlier, reward could be in form of bonus. It could be salaries earned or additional tips for doing things beyond what is expected, uh, doing admirably well at something. And it could even be beyond incentive. It could be a promotion to the next level of seniority. Another way we can use motivation in a positive way is by trusting our employees. Employees, our colleagues, they perform best when they know that we trust them and we trust their decision taking. Building this type of culture is a must for any leadership that aims to be effective. Um, Trust culminates into outcomes that are beneficial for both the organization and the employees. Then recognition. We need to celebrate both the big and the small wins by recognizing input and effort of everyone. And when we hold meetings or we issue publications, those that have done admirably well, we need to commend them for job well done. This helps to really motivate them. Also, we can positively use motivation in the career advancement of our colleagues. For example, in the organization I work for, Enco Education, um, we provide a minimum of 100 hours of professional development for our teachers every year.